What's up, guys? It's Riley Reviews back again with another video here. We're going to be showcasing our other second half of the video, showing the sculpted version of the Joker. Wanted to get this one out for you guys. I did my previous one. You guys go on and check that out, the deluxe rooted version. This one specifically is going to talk about the sculpted version because I know a lot of collectors went with that route because obviously the rooted's way more expensive. So wanted to get my thoughts and see if there's any critiques, any differences between the two. But coming up right now. All right, guys, here we are. The Joker premium version is what they're calling it. This is obviously the dual pack, having two of the figures. They're not rooted, obviously. The rooted one's going to be the deluxe. Again, showing the box art, pretty basic box art. Nothing really special there, if I'm being honest. It is what it is, not really what I'm waiting for. This looks amazing, though. This packaging that they have, it looks like it's definitely like very, very like you'll be able to protect this in any kind of environment when it gets shipped. Hopefully, it all turns out well, but looks like INART really took their time on the packaging, which I think a lot of people, collectors, are just going to be like happy about and satisfied with. So I'm personally am, because having those straps around is definitely just totally better for the collector, because obviously statues have these, like a lot of premium statues do this. So it's nice that INART's kind of like evolving with that, at least, because I know Hot Toys, they just use the regular packaging. So it's kind of cool to see a difference there with the premium quality we're getting. But right here, kind of showing a Joker card here. It's pretty nice. Looks great. But we kind of already saw this in the previous video, so I'll skip that. Here we are. We're seeing the box contents. As we've seen, I think we saw this in a previous video on Justin's, but I can just go quickly on it. It looks great. It looks fine. There's nothing really wrong with it there. Gotta get everything there. Just boxes, bodies laid there. I was gonna say, I don't know if they had the capsules in it, but it looks like they already have the figures in because they're gonna showcase it, obviously. But they'll be packaged differently when you get it in hand. Got the two bases here. We talked about that before. Die cast and the wooden floor base. They look really good. I'm really happy with how they turned out. And each of the die casts, like railings, I know they're actually like different painted. We saw a photo of that in another video and that they posted, so it's kind of nice to see that. Got another showcasing here. The hands, they all just look great. Pegs, everything about it just looking really good. So I just know there's like I said, a lot of people out there that are very skeptical with this company, so it's nice to see that they're kind of showing themselves out with their first release, at least so far as we can see. But I think we got to see the main thing here. The main thing we got to talk about is the head sculpt, because we already saw pretty much all this. Right here, we're seeing it, the sculpted version. We'll see how they did with sculpted. Obviously, we can compare this with Hot Toys because most of all of their figures are sculpted, but they'll showcase it here, showing the bases again, showing that die cast. That's just really nice and a game changer in my opinion. But here we go. We're looking at the code here. I'm seeing some weathering. That's a nice touch. I'm noticing that on the arms. There's a lot of weathering there. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't expect this one to just be fully just clean, so it's kind of nice that they're including that. And there it is. There's a sculpt. There's a photo of the sculpt. It looks good. It looks really good. As far as I can see, it's looking really good. I'm going to say that it almost looks like the final product of the rooted one, except obviously we see the sculpted, and the sculpted looks good. I'm happy with it. And we got the money bags there. It's looking really awesome, looking really great. Just showcasing it again. Not really getting any close-ups. Let me see if they go further in. Okay, we got a better one here. And we got a little bit there, but it's kind of hard to pause it on the time. But as far as I can see, the sculpted hair, it looks fine. I don't really think there's anything wrong with it there. Let me know what you guys think of the sculpted hair, because that's obviously the reason why you were buying this. Is the only difference is the actual sculpted pieces of hair. And in my eyes, it looks like it's sculpted fine. It's got a lot of like rivets into it, a lot of different strands. It's nice to see that. Sometimes with Hot Toys, they'll have like a lot of just like not as much detail, and it's nice to see with this INART one. As far as we can see from the final product, it's got a lot of that. It's got a lot of strands, a lot of detailing there. So that's a plus. Another very nice close up. I think it looks really great. Obviously, I don't think this one's going to be as good because clearly it's going to be sculpted. It's not going to look as realistic as the deluxe version, the all-in set. But for people who went sculpted and for people who didn't really want to deal with the quality control issues of having to go, rooted and having to kind of stylize it, it looks fine. I don't really see any problem here, but let me know what you guys think. Just kind of a dead-on sculpt of the hair. Do you think it turned out fine? Do you think it's even better than Hot Toys quality? Drop them down in the comments below. But let's keep going. I think it's more so ending it here, but they look really good. Both look really good, and they're obviously two different pieces of sculpted hair. This one's looks a little bit more messy here, and they're more like messed up. The Joker like in this prison cell scene, I like that, and the other one's a little bit more fixed. But as far as I can tell, guys, both of them just look like home runs. I don't think there's anything there for us to really complain over so far. We'll have to see when they come in hand, obviously, but like I said, like what we were saying here, it just looks amazing. It looks really amazing, and I'm satisfied with it. I don't know what you guys think. There was a lot of doubters out there. I mean, this is a great shot of the sculpted version Joker. I'll solo it out so we can kind of more so see it. But I'm happy. I'm happy for people who went the sculpted option. I think you're nonetheless with whichever figure you chose, you're winning, because even with the extra, I think it's like $400 or $500 you're paying for the rooted, it still looks amazing for a sculpted version. So don't really feel bummed out if you didn't go rooted. I think the rooted is obviously the clear winner, but like the sculpted is like right there, like it's like a notch under it. So nonetheless, those both just turned out great. Again, this is kind of my more so wrapping myself in the video. We still got a little bit timer, so I'll kind of give my full thoughts of how INART did. I think they crushed it. I think they really did great. I'm happy with how everything turned out. If you look at the sculpted and rooted, it's kind of my firsthand reaction. It's a little late here in LA, but I just wanted to get this out for you guys. The sculpted and rooted, I just think that it's a win nonetheless, whichever one you went. And I think that INART knew they had to produce a win, and they did just that. With their first product, you can't release just a subpar figure, in my opinion. And I think, like I said, INART exactly knew that, and they went up to the task, and they crushed it. I think they really did well. I'm happy with it. But again, let me know in your comments below. Do you have anything to like criticize over? There's something you don't really like about the release. That said, the boxing, the way they've sculpted the hair, the rooted hair, but just more so wrapping it up on this whole thing. We made it, guys, to the end of the INART final product of Joker. And again, I think they won. They won. To a lot of people out there who were doubting it, a lot of people out there who were criticizing it to the masses and finding each and every little thing to complain over, we won. We got the Joker here, the final and sculpted, just looking excellent. I think the die-cast materials, the die-cast base, the wooden base, the sculpted hair, the rooted hair, the actual sculpt itself of Heath Ledger, like a 9.5 or a 9 to me. Anyone who gets it in hand, and if it looks like this video, no one's going to complain. I think it looks miles ahead of Hot Toys, but obviously that was in a different time. But this is the most superior Heath Ledger Joker, and I think he's that notch of a character where they had to do it. They had to nail it, and they did just so. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We're going to wrap it there. It's late here. I'm going to cut it here. Thank you guys all for watching and all for the support. If you haven't already, if you're enjoying the content, hit the like and subscribe button and below, and just let me know your comments. But again, we'll wrap it here. We'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.